Hello YouTube, it's James again. We're going to continue the virtual host setup. Last time, let me just show you. We set up a website that had SSL. It's called tutorial.example.com. But this is the virtual host configuration. It's 443, the SSL certificate file, certificate key. I will put the link in the description of the previous video where we did this, so you can follow along. Basically, we configure that with the virtual host. We also set up a directory just for that. It's called tutorial, and we set it up with the right SE Linux context. So that way there won't be no errors, and SE Linux will be cool about it. Real quick, HTTP just to see if you don't have any syntax errors, because when we do this you might get one, and it's a good way to check that. So let's get to it. We are going to use the same config that we did in the http.conf, the main config file. Let's go there. And this is what we set up last time, right? So I've already done like 2 other example websites on here that are password protected. And that's what we're going to do for the one that we just set up. So how do we do that? Well, this is how. You're going to follow basically this. The alt type you need. You could do basic. The auth name. You can put whatever name here. Auth user file. That's the file that you're going to get the user information from. The valid user that can access that website or that particular directory or file, right? So you're going to need auth user file and require, and don't worry, we'll go through how to create an authorized user. So we're going to be using that. I'll type basic auth name, let's say protected tutorial site, require valid user. And then we're missing one more. Auth user file. And this, you could put it like that with no dot in the front, or you could be cool and put a dot in the front. It's up to you. But this file is going to be .htpass. That's what we're going to use for this. Alrighty, so let's write this out. Let's see if I have any syntax errors. Oh. Okay. And now let's create a user. htpasswd-c. What does that mean? Well, let's see. -c, create a new file. So if you do have a file already, you're not going to put -c, because that's going to override it and you don't want to do that. But luckily we don't have this file set up, so that's what we're going to do. htpasswd-c and the file path. Next, you're going to add a user. So in this case, say user, or user, because I think I have user already. Tutorial user. Let's go with that. So you're gonna have a password for it. Let's do a secure password. Boom, super secure, which it really isn't. And then, last but not least, we have to restart cdpd. There we go. Everything seems good. So now, when we go to that website, it's no longer just going to take us to it. Oh, it did. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, you're going to put, what is it? Tutorial user. Then whatever password is specified. And there it gave it to us. Now, the reason that I did that was because I already had this in the cache. So, let's see if I can remove the cache real quick, so we could just see what it would look like when you have to when you first get into it. Let's clear now. I think that will do. Alrighty. Now let's go back to it. There we go. So you have to put this in before. Could go to it. And bam. There we go. And that's about it. So let's just repeat. You go to the main config file. You have to put this, put the directory, put the path, auth type, auth name, auth user file, where you're going to have the file of the user's password, require valid user. Here you could also put the exact user that you want if you just want one user, and you'll be able to write that in there. And then after doing that, you go ahead and restart this. Alright. Oh, and don't forget to actually create the file. You could do this before or after. Doesn't really matter. I do it. Now I'm not going to do it this time because htaccess, htpass. I'm not going to do it this time because then it'll overwrite what I just did. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, that's about it for the password protected site. There'll be many more videos to come. In the meantime, take care and go through this. Create as many sites as you can. See all this? Just keep on repeating, and this should get ingrained into your head, into your mind. Alright, until next time, thank you.